no surprise if there are other tech issues, especially if upload speed is an issue. So we may have to address as we go here. And then other primer item will actually probably be stopping right around 7:30, and we may even have a small break in the middle there if I get a call. So just some stuff to finish up, but it'll otherwise be an hour short game, which gives Justin enough time to get to his party anyway. So kind of worked out there. Where we left off, you guys, was that Justin?
I said, let's go, let's do it.
So where we left off, you guys see it on the thing there. I was able to fix most of the loading page now. 1 sec. All right. Thanks, Zako. I might check it out, actually, just if there's anything I'm looking for down there. If you're going to be driving anyway.
As long as it fits in a Tesla, we're good to go.
All right. So where we left off, though, you guys are at the top of Tahakapon there. Automate had just handed over the Wood Sages Chorus. I'll go ahead and jump us over to that map. And that might take a second to...
chance to rest before this, did we?
No.
Nope. Okay.
I mean, you flew over here. I mean, you're not... You guys shouldn't be in too rough shape. You guys... I think Becky's the only... Sarah's the only one that's missing some hit points.
Did we... I'm good on hit points, but at the same time, we never took a long rest.
No, just a short rest. Yeah, Sarah's low on spell slots.
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Yeah.
I got a crossbow, I think. We'll be all right.
That's all you need. Wait, did I not? Okay, hang on. Let me... either I didn't set that or the page didn't finish. No, it definitely was working because I had it loaded up earlier. So let me fix that real quick if I can find it. Well, I guess actually, since you guys had already attacked them, we can actually go with one of these tracks instead. But it still should have played automatically. Yeah, okay, it was just taking forever to load. Okay. Alright, hang on, let me turn that down a little bit. We'll use this one. There we go. Alright, sorry about that. Go ahead and add yourselves to the combat tracker.
Mine's taking a minute.
Yeah, it's still, there's still part of it that hadn't loaded for me yet, too, so... And the music's still too loud. Let me turn that down some more.
Actually, I stopped hearing the music now.
I think it's still loading. I think we just got to give it time.
Yeah, the track is 7 minutes, so it might take a second for it to finish loading for you guys. And since it didn't have this map, pre-cached for you guys, it has to download it all as if it's all new again.
I was going to ask you, am I supposed to have exhaustion?
Yes, you frenzied, I think, in the last one, didn't you?
I think the last one was against the giant bug, and I didn't frenzy on that one.
No, I hasted him, though.
Oh, okay, it was haste then. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so...
I remember what's going on.
You have level 1 on there. I'll remind you here in a second, Sako. Yeah, you have level 1 in there right now, G, for a D4. From the haste. All right,
Haste doesn't give him exhaustion, though. It just... He's incapacitated for a round after it is done.
And where was it from? Yeah, I'll just pop it off then. The bug fight was earlier. No, that's fair. It probably... I'm guessing that because it was, it's been 3-4 weeks now anyways, but I'm guessing that I put it on there from haste, because you get the, lethargy thing after being hasted, the one round where you can't act or whatever it is.
Yeah.
And maybe I was just thinking that, I don't know. Because if you didn't frenzy during that fight, then it wouldn't be there, so. All right. Pogo, I'm still...
trying!
Okay. Why? I don't know why it would be slower for you than anybody else. Like you're,
I have no idea.
You're just right over there. Like I can point at you, so it shouldn't be.
My internet speeds are 80 and 9, so 80 down, 9 up, and it's just.
You check performance monitor, see if something's, is something sucking up resources or something. Really shouldn't be. Especially not compared to like Ben and Becky's. Ben and Becky's are both like. Pretty low-end machines as far as hardware is concerned.
My processor is locked up. Chrome is using 94% of my processor speed. Let me restart Chrome and rejoin. I think Chrome's doing something fucky.
Sure. You'll still be in
That is
Discord
why
anyway.
you don't use Chrome. It guzzles up half your computer.
It used to. It's not. It's better now, but still, especially with all the advertising bullshit that they've changed. Yeah, I'm switching entirely over either to Brave or
to 3%. Let me open Chrome again. See if this looks like it's fucking supposed to.
It's working fine on Firefox if you want to try that.
I don't mind.
may.
This might fix it just from a restart of Chrome.
Why does that not show the others? You guys should see. Do you see the combat or like carousel majiggy thing at the top?
Much better.
Yes.
Much better.
Okay. Maybe it just only shows. Who all do you see in it as far as enemies that aren't you guys? Do you just see one elf? Okay, that's weird. Maybe it doesn't show for the players. Maybe it only shows you guys the one that is current or whatever. Because I see everybody on mine, but
I
as the
only
players.
see the one elf.
Okay, all
I see a
right, that's fine.
dwarf and 4 elves. Well, 3 elves and an artificer.
But in the initiative thingy at the top,
I see one.
all of you
2,
guys, and then just one
3.
elf. Well,
I see 3
you
elves
guys,
and a
right?
dwarf. Yeah. And
Oh, you see everybody in that tracker at the top?
Yeah, the top. Yeah.
Okay, so that's not working like it's supposed to either. Then, because either way, that should I thought maybe it was just a DM thing, but if Justin's seeing all of them still, which is fine, I expected you guys were going to see all of them. So it's odd that it's acting differently between the two of you. Weird. Okay, I'll look at that add-on later. That was one of the ones from Bailey Wiki or Ripper or whatever it was. So anyway. The initiative starts, I guess, at that line. It's got to be... Oh, yeah, because even the regular initiative tracker shows that one. Okay, so where we left off then, for Sako and everybody there, you guys had all arrived here at Tahakapan, where Leary, Artemis' aunt, was doing a kind of an archaeological dig on the tyrant, the matron tyrant that was left in there, that giant skeletal body. Previously, the last time you had been here, the Inodam were here and trying to do something, obviously, to that giant corpse that's in there, that giant...
One of them stabbed Artemis.
Yep. And then you guys killed him. His name was Ekrid, and Ben stole his ring and still has it, but hasn't used it, I don't think. Not that I remember it anyway. He had some cool stuff on him, but... Anyway, while you were there, one of those hawks flew down and was calling for Artemis again. Artemis and Sarah flew up to the top. And saw a group, a cadre of what they expected to be Monodoran elves that were there to pick up the Wood Sage's chorus from her. So she had handed it over. Just as they turned, both Sarah and Artemis kind of recognized something suspicious, that something was clearly off with the group. They have a small airship that is up on the north end of the map there. And that airship does not have Monodoran colors on it. It's not flying a flag or the sails that they might expect to see, as well as them have a kind of a odd-looking dwarf with them, which is not what they would expect to see for recovery of such an important elven artifact. So anyways, as they turned, Sarah hit him with Firebolt, I think, and slow. Yeah, slow, that's right. I have the slow on them, actually. The only one that succeeded was the Artificer themselves, the one that's actually holding the...
I did Spike Growth.
And Spike Growth is on underneath them, and then 4 out of the 5 are also slowed. And that was where we left off.
When they try and move, they'll take damage.
Yeah, if they move it all through it, they'll take damage, and then also because you guys have it was a surprise, but you guys have used your actions for both of those. You still have your bonus action and movement, so I'm going to move you guys to the top of the initiative order, the two of you, since you had spotted them or spotted that something was suspicious. I had mentioned that, put that in my notes actually to move you guys to the two of you specifically to the top of the initiative. So let me do that real quick. Sarah, that'll move you to 25. I'm going to move the elf down to 23. And Artemis.
Oh, now I have other enemies on my carousel up there.
Oh, okay. Maybe we just had to update it then. Like as if I hit next or whatever. You're seeing them now too? Okay, cool. Okay. Artemis, I'm going to put you at 24. You two can choose between... Well, I put Sarah at 25 and Artemis at 24. Do you want to switch or do you want to stay in that order?
No, that's fine.
Okay. All right. Then in that case, Sarah, you're up first.
Alright, so I just have a bonus action and movement.
Well, you casted slow, and Arteme casted entangle, and that all happened at the same time there. So each of you has spent whatever that required of you, which is just an action for each.
Spec growth, not entangle. They're two different things.
Sorry.
Um,
That's sass for Fox. Jeez.
No, I'm just pointing out that they're different spells. Entangle doesn't do damage.
You know what's funny actually is the reason that I mixed those two up is because that spell effect that's on the map there. You guys can see that, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That effect is actually square, and that's from entangle. That's not spike growth. But there isn't a spike growth is circular, not square. But there isn't an appropriate or I don't have an appropriate animation that is circular. So I used the entangle one, and hence I was mixing the two up from that. But
Fair
anyway. All right, what you doing, Sarah?
right, so slow is the action, so my bonus action. Fuck, do I want? God damn, I am out of everything.
I'm gonna steal their fucking ship. That's what I'm gonna try to do.
It's not that far away. That ship is. It is. There's a rope hanging down from it, so you would have to either teleport
I'm
up
just
or
gonna
climb or
try
something.
to get rid of their vessel of escape, so that forces them to stay here and not steal the chorus.
Sure. That is the direction they were heading. Obviously, was to turn towards the Corvette. So.
15, 20, 25, 30. I am going to move over here. And I don't have a bonus action that doesn't require concentration, so that's it for me.
Okay. All right. On to Fox.
Okay, I'm gonna use Grasping Vine to try and grab the chorus.
Okay.
Or,
I think
like,
you have to
grab
target a
the hand that has
creature.
the chorus.
Okay. Isn't it creature that it has to target? I'm not saying you can't do that. What I'm saying
One
is that we would need
creature
to.
within 30 feet. Okay.
Okay. So click the spell for me because I need to see if it's a save or an AC. Like if it's attacking their AC or if it's attacking a stat for them.
Be over one more. Here we go.
Okay, it is a dex save. Okay, so what's going to happen then, since this is what's called, normally this would be what's called a called shot, and they would have an increased AC, like if you're trying to hit a specific part on them, you'd have
I'm
a,
just
a
gonna
reduced chance.
I'm just gonna aim for them completely and
The whole body?
putting them
Okay.
back towards us instead.
Okay.
Since I thought I could hit an object and not, so it's
No
I'm just
problem.
gonna.
Then we'll go with DC 17. Hang on, does she have anything against?
And the Manadorn Artificer will also take a damage from being pulled through the spec growth.
Probably yes. Some things are if it's not voluntary movement, but I don't think spike growth has that caveat here. It moves through into it doesn't specify if it's not voluntary. So yeah, she'll take damage from being pulled through if she fails the save here. Let me double check. She does have magic resistance though, so she has saving throws against spells and other magical effects, so she has advantage on the save. 7, she still fails. So she still fails and is yanked back through it. That'll be 10 feet. Hang on, what's the distance of it, Fox? Within 30 feet or be pulled 20 feet directly toward the vine, which is coming. You actually get to choose, so you could choose which direction she's being pulled from. The grasping vine doesn't have to come from you.
Well, I'm just gonna pull her straight towards where Nazim is.
Okay. All right. So that'll be 10 feet then of her here and then here. And then she'd be out of the spike growth, which would be 5, 10, 15. So she'd get to here is where she would go. So closer to Sarah there. She'll take 2 ticks of the spike growth damage if you want to roll for that.
Yeah, let me just find the spike growth spell again.
If you scroll up, it's still there from last game. Why is that just the attack roll? It's just 2d4 for every 5 feet. So roll 4d4 if you would. And you can just roll those manually, it's fine.
It also has oh wait, what? Attack. So wait, is the attack the same as the damage?
No, so the attack would just be the well, actually, what is that even there for? Let me see. Yeah, why would they even have an attack roll on that? Yeah, there wouldn't be an attack roll for it. So, but the damage on it is 2d4 for every 5 feet that they move through it, and she was pulled through 10 feet of it, so it's 4d4.
Okay.
All right, for 9. Oh, and also the spike growth initially, by the way, they all took 12 damage from that. I had that in the notes as well. So they took that last time already. So, all right, so 9 more damage to her. Any bonus actions or movement, Fox?
That was the bonus action.
Oh, okay.
And move to here to cut them off from
All right.
escaping, and that's
Okay.
it.
All right, that brings us to the first elf then. She is going to spin in place and fire a shot at Arteme, since Arteme is now the closest. Which one is she? She's that one, okay.
I'm going to use Bardic Inspiration.
Cutting words? Okay.
Cutting words.
Okay. Attack roll. Oh, this isn't the upgraded one. 21, so it actually, cutting words might be enough. It's a D10 for you right now?
Yeah, so it's a D10 to take off from that.
Okay.
Right as he goes to shoot, I'm just going to be like, I heard your mother likes anal, something like that. Just scream it at him.
That'll mess her up, yeah.
What?
What's that blue? Go ahead and roll the D10. Justin.
Right.
What's the blue circles on the left? Was that Sako? Yeah, I think that's Sako's color, right? All right,
Oh,
D4.
yeah, I'm sorry, yeah. I don't know how to delete those.
I can take care of it. I was curious if you need it or if they were what they were for. Fox, your AC 17. What's your AC?
Yeah, it's 17.
It is 17. Okay, so it'll still
Oh.
hit then.
Still hits.
Just barely.
Right.
Oh, but don't they have disadvantage because I'm like right in front of them?
It's
No.
it's not her. It's the one that's back there. Well, one of the ones that's back there in the spikes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for 8 damage, Fox. Which is going to prompt a concentration check as well. So it'll just be a DC 10. You can just click the saving throw DC 10 con that's in the chat there, and it'll roll it for you.
Ooh.
Oh, all right. Well, spike growth
Okay,
falls.
so wait, which one goes down?
The first one that you cast, yeah, it's in the order that they were cast, so spike growth goes down. Oh, actually, no, you don't have the Wood Sage's Chorus now anyway, which
Right,
means
so
that.
that would have went down anyway when I.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, hang on.
forgot
Is
about
grasping
that.
vine's not concentration? Is it?
I'm
It is not. Yeah. So
Spike growth's not concentration, is it? Or is it?
spike growth is, and grasping vine apparently is too. I don't see it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, they both are. So yeah, you could have only had one or the other anyway. So we'll say that spike growth had already fallen. When she was yanked through it. Shit, she wouldn't have taken the damage of being pulled either. You see what I'm saying? Because spike growth would have had to fall due to grasping vine. So
yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
so it was only 9, not a huge deal, anyways. But just I hadn't noticed that since you didn't have your Wood Sage's Chorus on at the moment. Okay, that'll bring us to the second one. Oh, actually, sorry, no, she has multi attack for 2 shots.
She does not, because she is slow.
Oh, she's slowed. Hang on. So multi attack is only they only get one.
One
slow?
melee or range attack despite a creature's abilities or magical
Right.
items.
Okay, all right. So good news then. So that same shot still went off, obviously, but the second elf is. Well, he's got enough movement. He is going to leap.
Speed is halved.
He can still make it. It's 30. He can make 15. So, but
I'm
that's
trying
still
here.
no. It's still good. I mean, honestly, because he'd actually have 3 attacks, so he'll only get 1 instead of 2, or 1 instead of 3. Whereas the longbow is only 2, so it's still only 1. But he does hit harder potentially. Attacking Arteme for a 13, Fox. That does not hit, right? Your AC was
That won't
17.
hit.
So that is it for him. Norak, it is your turn.
Already?
Oh,
You
and
are-
their ACs are dropped by 2.
That's right. Yeah.
Sweet.
Norak, you are down the cliff, still on the ledge below. You're about 15 feet down. You do have the broom. The broom will give you 40 feet of movement with your size. So you'll need to go 15 feet up, basically, to get parallel with everyone, and then, if you're going to fly in or whatever, you'll still have 25 feet left.
Okay, and that is what I will do then.
Okay. All right, so we'll say that you're here with 25 feet to go.
Okay, so I'm actually where my character's standing right now, on
Yep.
the edge.
Yep.
I was gonna
Assuming
say, I
that that's
thought
what you were
it was
gonna do.
Also,
Yeah,
there's some
yeah.
very important information, and that is the artificer standing in front of Arteme looks hot from the picture, so maybe we don't need to kill her.
Maybe this is all
we're
non-lethal
definitely
damage.
killing her.
She's very sure. Pogo has taken note.
Alright.
I'm okay with killing them all. It's been a long day of doing like 2 restorations. I'm tired, and I don't like being.
Being tricked into giving up your Wood Sage's Chorus?
Oh, not early.
Yeah,
but
we're just gonna have to
I-
keep that thing forever. It's just gonna be yours for now, forever.
No,
And
I
all.
definitely do still need to return it back to the actual elves, but not these guys who would. I have no idea what they're planning. No.
For some reason, it's not letting me move. So.
Oh shit! Sorry, there's probably still a wall right there, G. Sorry. There you go.
Okay.
So we'll just say that's 5 feet to get there. So you got
Nice.
20 left. Yeah, the wall was right where you're standing. So Taco's dancing again.
All right. If I do my powered blast here, does that hit friendlies too? Because obviously I don't want to hit Artemis.
Definitely. Yeah.
Okay. Then we actually can move diagonal technically, right?
Yeah. Yeah. As long as you guys don't abuse it. I mean, the rule is supposed to be that you have to do 2, in a plus sign before you could do 1 in a, in a diagonal, essentially. That's how it's supposed to be. But as long as you guys don't abuse it, you have 1 or 2 basically per round is fine. So.
All right, then I will end there if that's fair.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, so that way. All right, and then I'm going to do an empowered blast and try to hit the dwarf and the elf.
Okay.
And I got 30 feet, so yeah.
All right.
First, I'm going to get angry though.
The dwarf. Oh, you mean straight ahead, north of you? Okay.
Yeah.
The line is not 10 feet wide, right? Double check.
It's 5 wide, 10 or 30
Okay,
long,
cool.
I believe.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Ready.
Click them for the hit them and hit D. Target them.
Okay. And then hold down shift to hit the other guy too, right?
Yeah, I think if you hold shift and then click him, you'll be able to target, or you'll be able to highlight both and then hit T to target them. But you can just mouse over them and hit T on both. They don't have to both be selected technically.
I think I got them both.
Yep, they're good now. When you click the place measured template, you want the dot part, the starting point, to be at U, and then use the mouse wheel. I think it's shift and mouse wheel to rotate. There you go. Yep, there you go. You did it. All right. For both of them, DC 18.
Yeah, DC 18. Okay.
22.
Oh, deck saves, they have.
Oh, they have disadvantage or something, right?
Speed is halved. It takes a -2 penalty to AC and dexterity saving throw. I thought they had disadvantage on
I thought it
dex
was
saves.
disadvantage. Can you click slow again real quick?
Yeah,
Or is that what you were reading it from?
that's what I was reading it from right here.
Okay.
Just cast it. There we go.
Yep, just -2 to deck saving throws then. Okay. And can't use a reaction. That's good to know as well, actually. So 20, so he'd still succeed. And the dwarf. Uh, 16. No, so 17. So he fails. So the dwarf fails, and the elf succeeded. G. So go ahead and roll the damage.
Okay.
And that was that wasn't the empowered one, right? Because you raged.
No, that was the empowered one. The empowered just takes my full action.
Oh, that's right.
Doesn't
Yeah,
take
yeah.
bonus.
That's right. Okay.
So do I just hit the damage button once, or do I need to hit it twice?
No, just once. It'll be the same damage to both, except one will take half because of succeeding.
And then I think
Oh, jeez.
dwarf,
Wow.
the guy that failed doesn't get his next action, but he still has a reaction or something like that. Let me see. Lose their next action, but can still move and have bonus and reactions, but no action on his next turn because he failed.
Okay. All right.
So
well,
then he can't do anything
I mean,
because
yeah. I
he's
mean,
also slowed.
yeah. He's also slowed. So.
Okay. He can move and bonus and react, but well, he can't react because he's slow. Okay.
Yeah, and no bonus action because he's slowed.
Oh, okay. So he can move. That's it.
All right. Well, then, as you step in front of Nazim and kind of shove Pogo out of the way so he doesn't get blasted, and hold the axe out and emit the bolt from it, the dwarf is kind of easily singed and burned away from it. You see clearly there's a visage underneath it. That dwarf is obviously an illusion of some sort. But behind him, even though he's trying to kind of absorb the brunt of the blast, the elf behind him is disintegrated. She's just gone. That was bonus action and action. Any further movement, or was that all you had?
All for me.
Are you hopping off the broom, or are you staying on the broom?
No, I'm gonna hop off the broom so I can go
Okay.
back to Artemay or Sarah or whatever.
All right. I thought I had the token thingy correct, but apparently not. So I will switch that over here. There we go. So you're not on the broom, still in the art. Okay. All right. That brings us to the Artificer then. The Artificer, still holding the Wood Sage's Chorus, is going to... Let's see. Yeah, she's gonna spin kind of around in Artemay's direction and aim past her. You see her kind of holding the Wood Sage's Chorus against her chest with her left hand. She holds her right hand out and something glows in her fist. And you see a beam begin to appear behind her.
Wait, shit. Where is it? Counter spell. I've got one left.
Okay. Go ahead and mark off you've used the reaction, but go ahead and mark it off. It was a magic item, it wasn't a spell.
God damn it.
And you see 3 separate large blaring elementals appear. Technically these are what's called a Zorn, a Salamander, and a Tempest, but they're just 3 very large elementals in the area right behind. Let me add them to the combat tracker here. She's holding a ring. Artemay technically could see it. It's just the glowing from her fist, basically.
Well, that's a fun thing we're gonna get.
Well, I mean that's always a possibility, of course, if you guys can get her dead fast enough and survive, especially when you're in bad shape already. Oh well, shit! 2 of them rolled right after her too, so they're gonna get to act here. One of them won't, but the other 2 will. But that was her bonus action there, and then she is going to... well, we may have lucked out a little bit there, actually. Shit. Sarah, that still used your reaction, obviously, the attempt to counterspell. You're using the Rod of Absorption is what you're doing? Or were you using the spell?
No, I was using the spell. I had a
spell?
1/3
Okay.
level spell slot left.
All right. Well, you guys aren't gonna like this, but she sends these 3 beams to summon these elemental beings up from the ground and in the surrounding area, and then immediately a bubble begins to appear around her.
God damn it!
As geez, that was loud. So that was super loud. Was that loud for you guys?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yes.
Okay, it was really loud for me. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. All right. So she surrounds herself in a glowing red bubble. Sarah, you would recognize this as a resilient sphere, is what it is. I put it in the chat there. And she is immediately going to flee. She's not slowed, so she still has her full 30 feet. She's going to run off to the left.
But don't we get reactions?
You can try, but if you read what Odaluk's resilient sphere does, it will.
So Norok would get a reaction, and Sarah would, but Artemay used hers. I already used mine too.
Sarah
Nope,
used
I
hers as
used
well.
mine.
Yeah, so Norok technically would have it, but you know what, Ben, as Norok would not know what that sphere is. He just sees her surrounded by a glowing red field. Would Norok have tried to swing at it anyways?
Yeah, honestly, I don't think he would have, because he probably just would have thought it was something that is meant to protect her. Yeah, but he wouldn't think about
Swat
Okay.
at an unknown
Yeah.
cat.
Okay, all right. So in that sense, then,
through it or something, I probably not even thinking probably would have done that. 'Cause,
Sure.
Again, I'm not familiar. I've only seen Sarah do kind of things like that, but I don't think I've ever seen her do anything exactly like that. So
yeah, I don't think this is a pretty academic level spell, not the kind of thing you would typically see, in a tribal environment, let's say, and not something you've ever seen Sarah or Artemay or anybody else use. So, but anyways, yeah. So in that case, then you swing Vulcanbreaker against it, and it just plinks off of it as if it was stone.
Are they trying to go towards the ship?
She ran off to the left, straight left. So kind of parallel to the cliff edge. But that is it for her turn. That was action, bonus action, movement there. That is the Ben. You recognize what a Zorn and a Salamander are. They're probably a Tempest, I would think. Anyways, it's a big, long snake thing, fire snake, kind of a specialized elemental kind of a thing. I think you would remember those, G, from I don't know, probably one of the Final Fantasies or something.
Oh yeah, he's just like almost like a Naga kind of salamander. type thing.
Yeah, that's good. Good.
I'm guessing he's fire based.
Yep. All right, he is going to. Oh shit, that's a weak one.
What the heck is a disintegrate spell?
I almost took disintegrate. Damn it! I was.
It's
so
a high
mad.
level spell. Yeah, it's a high level like destruction spell that wipes out a lot of magical effects as well. So and destroys physical objects and creatures and so on.
So, question: exactly how big is the orb? It's just big enough to go
It's
like around
just-
her, right?
Correct. Yeah. It's not
So,
huge.
like Nora could pick her up.
I mean, it is a bubble. Like so. She, you know what? Actually, I didn't describe that very well. She didn't
It's
walk with her
a-
feet on the ground. She walked in it like a hamster wheel.
Yeah, it says the
It's-
globe can be picked up and
Yeah.
moved by other creatures.
Yeah, she's inside of the bubble, and the bubble is what's touching the ground, and she's walking on the inside of it like a hamster wheel. It's not like it's not like it goes through the ground. She's standing inside of it, and the sphere is touching the ground. Anyways, it is going to, it's going to have to do this. This isn't necessarily a great choice, but it is what it would do because it is a fire thing, and it wouldn't really care about the other creatures nearby. So it is going to throw a fireball at the ground right behind Sarah, which is also going to hit that elf, but all of you are inside of it as well. So that will be dex saves. Geez, why is that? Okay, so I thought that was interface. Maybe it's using ambient. Let me turn that one down.
Oh,
See if that does it. It's only an 11. It's not huge. So
Okay.
yeah.
Just
So
made it.
literally, it's an 11. Yeah, you just barely made it. Yeah, that's exactly it, Sako. Oh, well, Sarah still
damn.
fails.
Oh god, I gotta make it save too.
That is the save.
No, a constant for slow.
Oh yeah.
I'll use my ring to succeed.
Right,
Even with advantage, I still didn't-
Even with advantage, you got a 6. That sucks. Jeez, how is that
Wow.
like? It was a DC 11. I didn't make these guys that tough, like they're not. The ring isn't going to be something that can summon, super powerful elementals, especially when it's 3 of them like that. But for everybody's bad rolls, that's not good news. All right, so Pogo succeeds. Everyone else fails. It is 8d6 fire.
Oh,
So Pogo, you take 12. Everyone else takes 24. Sarah, that means a DC 24 con save for you. DC 12, it's
no,
at half. Never mind, it's half. Yeah, that's
So,
right. Okay.
Okay, here we go.
DC 24 concept.
Yeah, it might be a bit much.
Yeah,
Sako, you're not.
Go pick up that elf. That'd be great.
You guys are pretty much full. Or were.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
All right, so Sarah
Loses.
loses.
Have to do a
No, sorry.
Nope,
concentration
I'm good.
for my arcane.
Yeah, you don't have. So that isn't correct. You don't still have anything concentrated. You can ignore that. I'll take that concentration off. Yeah, it's weird. It wasn't in your active effect, so it shouldn't have counted. Yeah, you can ignore that, Sako. All right, everybody apply their damage.
Yep.
All right. The Myrmidon then is going to Firebolt. Let me delete that. Where is it? Is it a template? There we go. Actually, technically, that whole area is now on fire, of course, but so it won't be safe to stand in potentially. But Firebolt is a bonus action at. He won't do Arteme because she's too close, so it'll be at Sarah. 19.
Oh yeah, that hits.
All right, here's your damage.
I don't even have Shadow Skin up my AC. It's 13.
All right, 9 more damage to Sarah, and you got to roll another concentration save. This time it'll be a DC 10.
Okay. Oh god.
All right, succeeded. 2 natural 20s in a row. Jeez.
No,
All
two
right.
17s.
Well, they were both green.
That's
they
because
were
I
17.
made the save,
Oh,
so it's green.
it shouldn't know the difference though. I guess maybe if you you're clicking it
Because I
from the
used
button.
yeah.
Yeah, if you click, so that must be a new feature then in Foundry. It used to be just green if it was a natural 20 and red if it was a natural 1, but they must have added that, so that's nice. More useful that way, anyways. All right, the Myrmidon is going to move. It's going to slither its way this direction. So, Arteme, you're going to be prompted for an opportunity attack if you have not spent your reaction yet. If you want to.
I haven't. I could just use like my.
It's a basic melee weapon attack only. That's it. Unless you have the
Yeah.
Warcaster feat.
No, I don't think I do.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna use my quarterstaff on it.
Okay.
I guess.
All right. AC is an 18, so it is pretty high, especially when you don't have a lot of melee stats. That will not quite make it. It just clinks off of the kind of singed scales as it flims. Swing. What's the word I'm looking for? Squirms. Squirms, close enough. Yeah, that doesn't sound right still. But anyways,
Okay.
all right. The Myrmidon, or the Rock Myrmidon rather, or what's called a Zorn, is it's going to waddle its way over with its very awkward 4 legs and try to bite Arteme. Actually, first it's going to claw and then bite. I have that thing now. I forgot that works now. If I could click the right button. All right, clawing at Arteme for 21. Your AC was 17, so that'll hit Fox. Here's the damage for that. 10 damage from the claw.
Okay.
And then is going to bite you for 16. Will not hit, right? You said 17?
Yeah, it's 17.
Okay.
AC or spell DC?
AC
16.
is 16. Okay, so that still hits then. That's potentially bad. You were actually, well, that's definitely bad. You were at luck, or in luck rather, that I thought it hadn't hit. But you see the whole kind of top side of this creature, like the art shows there. The top half of it, where a head would be, is a giant mouth, and it leans itself forward on 3 of its feet to snap at you. And when it does, it's going to try to swallow you. So here's the damage from the bite, and then we have to deal with the swallow. So it is 18 damage from the bite, Fox. The grasping vine. I mean, you're probably would lose concentration depending on the different damage sources here.
I lost it earlier anyway.
Oh, okay. All right. So let me take that off then. There we go. All right. 18 damage from the bite, and it is then going to do the swallow and churn. Yeah, swallow and churn. Successful bite attack. Myrmidon can choose to attempt to swallow its prey. Target creature must make a DC 18 strength save or be crushed inside the elemental's rocky innards, suffering an additional 66 plus 6 bludgeoning damage immediately, and then again at the start of each of the Myrmidon's turns. So,
Oh, jeez.
so this was a bad one to get hit by, unfortunately. Go ahead and, if you click yourself first, Fox, and then click on that saving throw DC 18 strength button in the chat there.
Had to go try to give the chorus back to the good guys.
What was that, Justin?
Just had to go try to give the chorus back. I'm gonna give this back to and then we were all like, "You should probably just keep it." And like, nah, I'll give it back to these guys. They look trusting. They have kind eyes.
25 damage, Fox, from the swallow. And you are swallowed now. You get to make that save inside the creature. Yes, inside this rock Zorn here. And Fox, you get to make that save again at the start of your turn, which will happen before his turn. So you can potentially still escape as long as you make the save, or if enough damage is done to him that he spits you out. But that is it for his turn. He can't move when he has somebody swallowed like that. It's half movement, but he's not going to move right now. So Arteme is technically inside of him. Fox, I'm going to move you right here, I guess, just as a reminder.
Okay. So I think the plan is Nora goes to capture the other elf, and everybody else tries to kill this thing, please. Priority is still the Witsage's chorus.
Do I get the sense that these creatures are attacking just us, or are they just kind of wild, going to attack anyone? Basically, after seeing her run off, do I get a feeling these creatures just here and attack whatever, or are they specifically aiming for us?
You know what, actually, so that was an important reminder there, because I forgot to apply the fireball damage to the other guy. You did see that when the salamander casted the fireball, he didn't seem to care who was nearby. He did damage the elf as well. That's that elf skirmisher that's on the left there. I forgot to apply the damage to him, so that reminded me to put it on him. So yeah, it doesn't seem like they care.
Like, basically, they are attacking us, but they don't care if they're attacking these other things at the same time.
You know what, do this, so that, because that's fine for Justin to know that. Whether Pogo would recognize it, laws are good, so let's just say make a flat intelligence roll, and we'll call it like a DC 8, low DC.
Oh!
Hey, that's enough. All right, yeah, so you recognize then these creatures, these are wild elementals. They were summoned here, but they're not under anyone's control.
All right. Okay, I'm going to look around. I'm going to yell out, "I don't think these things are here just for us!" And I'm going to touch my winged bracers to get their ability, and I'm going to use my bonus action to actually move. They'll have disadvantage if they choose to do a
Opportunity. Yep.
opportunity attack. So I'm going to. The only one who's going to get to do it is the shadowy mist one, if he wants to. And then I'm going to move.
But you walked right next to the Zorn as well.
I'm not going out of its range of attack.
Okay. You're just entering, not leaving it. I see. What you mean.
I'm going
Gotcha.
up here, and then I am going to. So you can do it. Will I get attacked from the guys?
Yeah, the Storm one is going to try to whack you with his flail.
He's got a flail.
Yep. Well,
will not hit. I'll block it with my shield that I forgot
18?
to tell a story to.
Jeez, your AC is that high, Tim.
19. I took the medium armor feat, and then I've got the shield, so I'm good.
Cool.
And then from here, I'm just going to yell out, "We really should try to talk about this!" right before I use Thunderstep, and I'm Thunderstepping onto the fucking ship. So they can do a con save.
Yeah, what's the radius on that? Because it's probably going to get all these guys, right?
It's going to hit, I think it's just 10 feet.
Oh, 10 feet. Yeah, 10 feet out from you will also hit Arteme, though.
Shit.
No, sorry. Well, she's inside of it. You know what? I'm going to say she's protected enough inside that she's not going to, be absorbing the thunder, the blast from it, because the rocks will absorb it.
I was going to say, because she's inside the creature, but you know what? It's if it hurts her, I don't know. I'm not going to, Poco's not smart enough to know if I do this on this creature, if she's going to take damage. I kind of think you're just floating around inside like a wall of pillows inside there. Or like,
even though he's rocks on the outside, you think he's pillows on the inside?
Pillows. Part of his attack for swallowing somebody is crushing them in rocks.
Well, Pogo doesn't know that. But I'm going to say that the rocks do, it is rocks and earth, which, what better to absorb a thunderous blast, So I'm going to say that Arteme is not going to take any damage from the Thunderstep, but the Zorn...
If they do take damage, they're taking 18, and now I'm on the ship. Now, is there anyone on this ship?
Or
is it like anchored?
Make a perception check.
All right.
When that blast went off, a significant amount of pebbles and rubble went flying off of the Zorn. He does seem to be not particularly healthy from that kind of attack. There is a small fly. Well, you might kind of vaguely recognize this kind of a creature. A small flying imp-like creature that is near the wheel. He's just flapping around at the wheel.
I'm running to the wheel, and I'm going to because I'm using my. Is the wheel here? It's at the back of the ship.
Yeah. Are you underneath it? Where did you move yourself to?
Well, I can see it. On me, I'm on top. But I'm going to try to grab the wheel and turn it the fuck around, and now I'm just going to try to crash it into all these fucking things. So I'm turning the wheel around right now. That's what I'm doing.
Okay. All right.
I know it's going to take a while.
Yeah, not just that, but also the knowledge of how to fly an airship. Is it something Pogo is just going to naturally have?
I'm probably going to crash regardless. I'm just going to do my best.
That's fair. Just try to aim the crash in the most desirable position. Sure. All right. Make a. I guess it wouldn't be sleight of hand. What would it be to know how to or to intuit? Yeah, so maybe. Wisdom's probably fair.
This airship now.
He's trying. We'll see what happens.
This can't end well.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not terrible.
No, not terrible. All right, so I'm going to say that obviously you haven't moved it at all yet.
I've seen boats.
It is essentially the same idea. I'll say that you've rotated the ship in the appropriate direction. You don't necessarily know how to move it yet.
Down.
The little, it's called a mephit. It's a tiny little imp-like creature, little flying imp-like creature. Flaps away from you and flies beneath the deck. So it's like you can't see it now, but it's basically below the deck somewhere. Not inside the ship. Outside. Underneath the hull. But no longer visible to you. All right.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't finish applying the damage there. The Zorn he's vulnerable to thunder damage. So the dwarf.
I will yell.
81.
Everyone, stop fighting, or I'll crash this fucking ship as loud as I can. That's what I'm gonna yell.
All right. Jeez, you guys are between you and the salamander.
I don't think the elementals are going to listen to that, so let's just not.
Well, yeah, but Bubble Girl might be like, oh shit, maybe I should touch my ring and just fucking leave the thing. I don't know.
All right. The other remaining elf is going to dive behind with 15 feet behind the rock over here and peek out to fire a shot at probably best target, really, especially with the tree in the way. Still going to be Norok, as unadvantageous as that might be. Taking 2 shots at Norok here. 14 and a 10. Those won't hit, I assume, G?
He only gets 1. But yeah.
Oh, that's right. Thanks, Mikey. All right. The dwarf is the form that you've seen. What, G? Are you muted?
Your thing is up. You're muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. He doesn't have an action this turn because I hit with my Power Blast.
Oh, shit, that's right. So he still has half movement, but doesn't have action or bonus action. Okay. In that case, he doesn't have good options here, especially with that. There's not much for cover either. He's going to go... Artemis is inside, remember. She's not actually there. He's going to go over here and is still kind of moving away, looking behind himself at you guys, but trying to, skedaddle. Nazim, your turn.
Okay.
Jeez, you got a 2 on initiative, dude.
I know, man. That was real excellent, huh? So we're going to go ahead and slow these fools down just a little bit. I'm going to run really quick. 30 feet. 10, 15, 20. It's about 30 feet there.
Yep.
And we will... so do we want to hold the groups of these people here? What I was thinking was I can cast the black tentacles and hold the elf and the label's not going to rock monster thing and everything. Or do you just want me to start pounding on that rock monster one pretty hard because he does it pretty bad?
I was hoping you'd go pick up the elf. That
Pick
ran
off-
away with the bubble.
Oh, the artificer.
Because they're the ones that have the Wood Sage's course, and we're trying to get that back.
Yeah, that
That's
red
top
bubble.
priority right now.
We can't hurt that through the bubble
Is it?
though. All my spells and everything can't penetrate that.
No,
Yeah.
but you could pick up the bubble. You're big enough to pick up the bubble.
No, he's not.
Norok.
Nazim is it? Norok is.
Nazim
Nazim isn't. Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, never mind. Yeah, Nazim attack the elementals. Sorry.
Gotcha. Okay, then I'll go ahead and do that. Skip the black tentacles, and I will target this. Select and is it D or T?
T. T like Tom.
T like Tom. Oop, there you go. Don't know why I moved there. All right, Eldritch Blast, all of them to this character here.
Okay.
Where's my Eldritch Blast? Oh my goodness. There we go. Cast. All right, attack 1, normal. Oh, trash.
15. Let me look again. I think he was an 18. Yeah, it's 18 AC.
Miss. Okay,
On
second
that
one.
guy.
There it is.
Hey, natural 20. Hell yeah.
Critical.
Yep. Just go ahead and roll the damage for the critical. Or hit
Damage
damage and then hit
critical.
crit.
Boom.
All right. So that is... Geez. Well, I mean, it wasn't a great roll, but you got a 1 and a 4 is what you rolled on the dice. But just so happened to be those are the 2 damage types that rocks are fans of. They do not like being hit by force or by thunder. So it did 20 damage. Go ahead and roll your third one.
Trash.
Well, will not hit.
All right.
Still got some damage out though.
I will save my reaction in case I get attacked.
All right.
And that's
That
it.
brings us back to Sarah.
Oh god. I don't know what to do. I don't have hardly anything left. Okay.
So I guess I'll say it this way. Artemis still inside the Zorn, obviously. He's been hit a good chunk, and he's about to hit a point at which the rocks falling off of him will start to expose vulnerable areas. Is how I'll put that.
Okay.
There's flesh beneath all the stones, and there's enough rocks falling off that you feel like if you can damage them a little bit more, you'll be able to see skin directly.
Alright, well, here's hoping that I roll decently. Let's hit it with a Chaos Bolt.
All right.
No. Whoops, hang on. Let me target it first. T. There. And attack. Normal.
What do we got?
17?
18. 18's the AC.
God damn it.
No such luck.
Alright, I don't want to waste my spell slots, but I'm also out of sorcery points.
I'll tell you that when you saw Arteme being swallowed, she was already bleeding pretty heavily and in very bad shape. If this thing gets a chance to chew her, which will be the start of his next turn, she'll probably go unconscious. Fox, that fair assessment, you think, based on your hit points?
Yeah, I have like 19 hit points.
For bonus action. That's not gonna help me. Misty Step isn't gonna help her.
You can GTFO.
Join me. We'll start our own new bunch of halflings.
You'll be the natural twos.
You can be a halfling queen.
It'll be the sequel to the natural ones. You'll be the natural twos.
I literally have no bonus actions that would do me any good. They'd make me drop concentration, so I have nothing left.
You go hide behind the fucking ball.
I will.
I mean,
Actually,
well,
5, 10, 15, 20.
it took a good amount of damage from, I don't know, it's lightning stuff.
Or force it. No, it's not lightning. It's force and thunder. I'll tell you that he's resistant to a lot. I mean, he's rocks, so he's resistant to a lot of different damage types. But force and thunder both. What was that?
I just think that's funny. He's rocks, guys.
Yeah, he is. He's rocks.
He's rocks.
I actually have 5 more feet of movement. I'm gonna go right up. Can I? Yeah, no, I could go diagonal, so I could be like right in front of her, right?
Yeah.
Great. I'm just gonna stand in front of her.
Okay. You're on a little bit of a slope, by the way. Like you're on the lower side, so I mean she's heavier because she's not a halfling and is inside of an orb, so you might be getting rolled over here quickly. But you are.
You can at least try to push it, like hold against it. Like,
Yeah, you might be.
Fashion a large wedge.
Over. Like if you ever try to moving like a tire over a rock, like is actually sometimes kind of tricky.
Sure.
Maybe you could just kind of pause the ball if you roll high enough.
Let's see. Here's hoping I don't get squished. All right.
All right. That brings us to Arteme. Arteme, this is the start of your turn, so you still have all your actions, movement, and everything. You're just stuck inside, obviously. You're restrained, so you have the restrained condition. But the very first thing before anything else, try to make your strength save to escape. It's a DC 18. Oh shit! Wow!
Oh,
All
yay.
right, did not expect that out of Fox. Fox doesn't have a huge strength
Either,
modifier.
so okay.
Yeah. All right, so you are clambering up out of its jaws. You're still, trying to carefully place your hands in places where, you don't put your hand through a tooth or put a tooth through your hand, I suppose. But you crawl up out of it, are standing on top of it. Remember, the mouth part rather, is where a head would be typically. So you're standing on it as it's still moving beneath you, with your feet kind of opening its jaws above it. So you are on basically above the creature now, about 10 feet in the air. But you are free of it, and you still have full movement, action, and bonus action.
Okay.
So you're technically right here. I'm gonna go ahead and move you there, and then if you want to move, or whatever you're gonna do there, you'd have to jump down or climb down, obviously. But
yeah, I'm gonna jump.
okay, make an acrobatics check, please. The low DC, so
I didn't know that popped up in the chat. That's cool.
I think it's a new thing too that shows like resources and stuff.
Yeah, I forgot to change my sorcery points because I'm a level 12 sorcerer, not 11.
8. That's still enough, Fox. I mean, it was going to be a low DC anyways, just to kind of run down its leg basically to get to the ground. So that's sufficient.
What did you say was weak to?
Force and thunder. Yeah, well, I mean, you heard the blasts from the outside. I would say that some nature familiarity, you would recognize that blasting the rocks off of this thing is how you can get to its fleshy skin beneath. And that would be, what it's vulnerable to.
Okay, well, I don't really have force or thunder, unfortunately.
You do. You just probably don't have them prepared. Druids have a lot of
No, not
thunder.
prepared.
Yeah, yeah.
Do I have anything to ritual then? No, nothing in this ritual that'll help either. Okay. So where are all the enemies right now? There's the dwarf there. Okay, well, what I'm gonna do then is I'm gonna use ice knife.
Okay.
And yeah.
Where at?
Knife against the
Well, either if it's one of the creatures, target them and hit T, or if it's the spot, then hit the place measured template. If you're trying to do like the AOE, but basically, so the piercing part will only be whatever target you try to attack with it.
yeah,
But there's an AOE around it, so if you're trying to hit one of them,
go
okay,
this one, the dwarf.
okay, wouldn't hit him and hit T. Oh, I guess okay. It's already on there. All right. DC 17 Dex. Well, I guess it's an attack roll first, right, and then the save. Yeah. Right. Well, a 12 will just barely. His AC is only 13, so he just barely succeeds the piercing portion of it. The ice knife itself just shatters off of his shield, but he still has to make the AOE save. He does succeed. So is it half damage?
I think so, yeah.
Or take 2d6 cold damage? It's just succeed or take, so he takes nothing. No damage at all. Sorry, Fox. Sorry, Fox.
Okay.
Yeah, that one is since it has two separate vectors of attack, it makes sense for it to, only be the two rolls and not also get half damage if it succeeds.
Okay.
So that was action and some movement. You still have 15 feet of movement and bonus action.
Yeah, I don't really have anything for bonus right now. Okay, that's about it. If I move though, won't that proc
Yep, both of them.
Won't that proc attack?
Yeah, the elf that's in front of you and the Zorn itself. You could have moved.
No, the elf doesn't get a reaction.
Oh, he's still slowed. That's right. Yeah, so the elf is still slowed. You could run past him, but the Zorn would still get an opportunity attack.
Yeah, I'm not going to do that then.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it then.
All right. That will bring us to that elf, actually, who is the skirmisher. He is going to immediately, seeing you run down the legs of this creature, spin behind you and release the ice knife. He is going to stab you in the shoulder, in the back, basically, as you're trying to run down beside him. He is still slowed, so he only gets one. For 21, that will hit. This is probably too much for what Fox has left on hit points. 18, Fox. You have 1 hit point left.
Oh my god.
You said you had 19, right, Fox?
Yes.
Well, better than being unconscious. That was damn close. For 46 plus 4. Shit, he's in rough shape, though. I mean, he doesn't really have any choice. He doesn't have bonus actions, to be able to try to drink a potion or anything. So he is going to try to flee, which is going to prompt an opportunity attack if you want it, Fox.
Okay.
It'd be only your quarterstaff unless you have Warcaster. But...
I have quarterstaff, I have a dagger, and I have a short bow.
Yeah, well, you can't. It has to be a melee attack, so dagger or quarterstaff would be fine. So not the bow. He doesn't look heavily armored either. His AC isn't low, but natural 20 will do it. And,
yay!
And he is extreme. Like he was the one that was hit by the fireball and then attacked by.
That's a critical hit, right? Because it was.
It is a crit. Yeah, natural 20. I don't think he can survive, depending on how bad he roll. Yeah, he stabs you, spins, and starts to run away. You spin in place and crack him across the back of the head with the quarterstaff, and he goes limp and falls to the ground. He had 3 hit points left, so he's dead. Technically bleeding out, but otherwise dead. All right, that brings us to Norok. I love all of those weird, like well, rats don't do that, but the crabs that you see with knives and shit like that, those are always funny to me. It just looks so awkward swinging it around like was that Lufia G that had the crabs that were holding a giant knife?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, one of the old classic RPGs. There was one of the monsters was a crab that was holding a giant knife, like a kitchen knife.
Alright, so I'm going after Munio because I'm going after the elf, right?
Well, you can't hit the elf in her bubble.
But you can
pick
pick.
her up and carry her around with the football.
Yeah.
I mean, you can just drop her down. You can, if you can just drop her. Try to toss her ball into the fucking crevice, or drop her down to the, drop her off the cliff.
Okay.
But that won't still won't damage her though.
I mean, it might fucking. I don't know. I'm giving you options.
There's still that hole up here at the top, right? That goes inside to the thing. That's
Yeah,
what
it's
that is up
broken.
there.
Yeah, but if
yep.
you toss her off the cliff, she's gonna fall into the river, and that has all the fucking weird brain-eating monster.
No, but if you drop her into the tomb where the skeleton is and everybody's in there, you just yell down, don't let her out of there. She's stuck in a bubble. What is she
There
gonna
are
do?
there are people down there. You can drop her on the people
I
down there.
vote for cliff.
Gonna
but that's-
re-paralyze
I think
Leary.
it's a funnier thing to do.
Yeah, let's not reparalyze my aunt, but let's capture her.
It is a little bit like Rocket League. So go ahead and think about it.
All right. I'm going to pick her up then, if I can.
Okay. All right. I mean, she's well within your strength threshold to be able to carry her. I mean, obviously, you've carried the others pretty simply. She's pretty small, still humanoid size, but.
Spell.
All right, so you grab the orb. I'm gonna say that's not even a check. You can just pick it up, which she, is still trying to fight against and is kind of banging against the other side, trying to pull away from you, trying to kind of put enough weight on the far side of the orb to
It's funny
dislodge
because
herself.
the physics of this kind of fuck her in this situation.
Yeah, she can't do anything. She's inside a smooth orb. There's no traction on the inside of it because the orb isn't touching the ground. She can't move it or anything, and Norak is able to just hold it. So she's trying to kind of force, like slam against the inside of it, trying to like shoulder ram basically the inside of the orb, going the opposite direction from you to try to dislodge it. But I'm going to say that with your strength sword, there's really not much. There's just not enough weight for her to be able to dislodge it from you. So holding it, obviously, you can't really perform any actions that would use your hands for it. That was essentially just movement and a pickup. So we'll call that like a bonus action to grab. So anything else you want to do with your turn?
All right. Well, I'm going to ask everybody. Am I just holding on to her, or what am I doing with it? Because I still got some movement left if I dash and stuff.
That's what
I
I'm
mean,
saying.
you can still try to throw her over the cliff if you want. I don't know.
No.
Does anyone know enough about magic rings? Do we think there's a
I was
distance?
thinking that the whole time. Just chuck her off the cliff. You literally have a ball. You could shake it like a snow globe. You could turn it into a blender. You could eat it
Or
off the
you
cliff.
could put her into the rock monster.
I mean,
I'm
there's
not
that
kidding.
option.
Try. I don't know if the monster you gotta get some consent maybe.
I think I've seen videos of that from Mexico.
If I try to be like Mike, I can slam dunk it in there since it's in the top of his head. So,
It is, yeah.
all right, we go for it.
All right.
I mean, at least we'll know where she is.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to say that she's light enough. It's not going to affect your movement speed or anything. So you still have full movement. All right.
I'll dash for my action and then if I can throw it in there. If not,
sure. I'd say, you can at least throw it on top.
Okay.
So I'm going to move her over. Whether
try
the
for
creature
3
chooses
pointer
to
then.
swallow. What's that?
But try for a 3-pointer then.
All right.
So the I don't know if this is gonna matter because I think she's gonna be kind of, even if it eats her, she's just gonna be safe in her ball inside.
Yeah, she's still inside the orb. It's not gonna break the orb. Like the orb can't be damaged by the creature chewing on it either. But well, let's just say that the orb, if the creature tries to swallow it, might not be a healthy diameter for this thing to try to swallow. The orb is a bit bigger than what it could probably consume on a normal basis. But it is sitting on its head over its mouth now, so it is jabbering away at it. Then if your turn,
It
G?
might destroy the creature, distract it long enough at the very least.
That's what I was getting at, is that if it does try to swallow it, which I'm going to have it roll an intelligence check, and you can tell it's probably not all that smart, it will try to eat it like a snake might try to eat something that is too large for itself and then end up dying in the process. Same general idea here.
That's the hope here, because I don't want to get swallowed again.
It is right next to you. If it does try to bite, it's going after you. It's not going to try to bite Norak, so...
Yeah, so that's why I'm trying to give it another target, you know what I mean?
That is fair. All right, that brings us to the Storm Myrmidon. It is... that would be real mean, and it's got a good line. Let's see if this will be fun here.
Oh, no.
3 other targets, each within 30 feet of the first target. Yep, that's good. Target object or creature. Dex saving throw. Yep, that'll do. All right. Well, this is a dispel. Obviously, this is a a creature ability. Storm creature is going to send a bolt out at Norok. I'm not sure how that's supposed to look, so we'll see here in just a moment. I think it's all 4. It might only be 3, which means Sarah might not get it. We'll see. That is the spell there, or that is the effect, rather. Towards target of your choice, 3 bolts, then leap from that target to as many as 3 other targets. So it is all 4 of you. It is DC, it's still only DC 11. So Norok, Arteme, Nazim, and Sarah make DC 11 saves. You can just click the button there. Yeah, that's definitely going to be enough for Sarah or for Arteme, whether she saves or not. Oh, 39 damage. That's definitely enough. All right, so Nazim failed. Everybody else succeeded. Nazim, you take 39 damage. Everyone else takes half, which will be, if I can click that.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, it's only a 10. Oh.
So it's 19 damage to everybody except for Nazim, who was 39. All right, so Sarah succeeded on keeping slow up.
Yep.
Arteme is, as the bolt of electrical energy passes through her and then zaps onto Nazim, she falls face forward, collapsing to the ground unconscious.
Wait, though.
You succeeded, but you still had less than 19 hit points left.
Damage.
Yeah, you still take 19 hit points, so yeah.
Right.
Did everybody apply it?
Yep.
Jeez, man, 19 hit points to you is nothing. Your bar doesn't even fucking move on 19 hit points. What was that?
I fear no lightning.
What?
I said I fear no lightning.
Oh, I fear no lightning.
Normally that would. Like, obviously, physical damage doesn't do too much to me most of the time.
Yeah. All right. He is also then going to do. Let's see. 30 feet. He's going to move his way here to the north side, or to the south side, rather, of this rock, and is immediately going to blast Gust of Wind as a bonus action in this direction. Jeez, that's fucking loud.
That's a fun sound.
I gotta find where these are coming from, or where because I thought it was the Andes.
These are really cool animation, though. Very Akira style.
It looks like a cartoon. It looked anime-y. All right, DC 11 strength save, Nazim.
All right, strength save coming up.
What, Holmes?
Do I get an opportunity attack on the...
Yeah, he did. He flew right past you, so go right ahead. I mean, he's amorphous, or incorporeal, I guess, but you do get the opportunity. And Nazim, you succeed. When you succeed, I don't think you move at all. It technically it's continuing, but or can continue, but he's not going to continue. It was just a one-time blast trying to push you off the cliff there. But you succeeded, so probably should have had disadvantage with you levitating because your feet aren't on the ground. But I'm gonna say that we won't apply that to you there. 15, G, that is... God damn it. Which section? There we go. 15, that will not hit, Holmes. Alright. That's it for the Myrmidon's turn, bringing us to the Artificer. Let's see. She's got a lot of options here.
Bubble.
She can. She could still do everything inside the bubble. It just can't... Yeah, it just can't pass out of the bubble.
Yeah.
Let's see. Not great options that would be functional here. She's spinning in panic inside the orb, kind of looking in all directions and looking down. You get the impression clearly she's actually, not all that mad about the possibility of the creature trying to swallow the orb. You see her drop down. The only one that would still be able to see her due to the height of the Zorn is Norok. Norok, you see her drawing something on the bottom of the orb. And that is it for her turn. No one else would have been able to see that, but Norak, you see that she's, like pulled something out of her, maybe a pen of chalk or something like that, and is drawing on the inside of the bottom of the orb at her feet. That brings us to the Flame Myrmidon. He is going to also not care. Arteme is still unconscious. She hasn't had a death save yet, but this is probably going to prompt one. What is that? 10-foot cubes. Yeah, they probably wouldn't, just because of the location isn't all that useful. He is going to fireball again. Right here.
Oh no.
That is...
That's 2, right?
Man, the
Or
fact
is
that
that one?
Pogo had the best idea here.
Well, I mean, these creatures have a lot of... I mean, they're big, heavy AoE attacks, basically, but they don't have a ton of hit points. They just, are potentially risky if you fail saves. But Arteme automatically fails one, so Arteme, that's one failed death save for you. The Zorn and the Tempest and Nazim and Norak need to roll saves. It's only DC 11, but it's still damage whether you succeed or not. Storm failed. Zorn succeeded. Go ahead and roll the damage here so everybody can see what it's going to be.
This is not going to end well.
Oof.
27 damage if you fail. Norak, you failed. Unless
How
you're...
are you gonna fail with advantage at 5? Good lord.
He did that twice. He got a 6 on the other one, didn't you, G?
Yikes.
With advantage?
Yeah.
Are you going to use your ring again?
Yeah, I'll use my ring again.
Okay. All right. So you succeed then. Nazim, did you roll? Oh, yeah. You still got to roll your save.
Thought I did. I guess it didn't.
Yeah, I don't see it yet.
There you go. 15.
All right. All right. So 14 damage to Norak. 14 damage to the storm. No, sorry, 27 damage to the storm and to Nazim succeeded, so 14 damage to you, Nazim. That storm is in rough shape. Norak with a success, 14 damage to you. Arteme is at 1 failed death save, so she's in bad shape already too. Hang on, AoE. I think AoEs are just 1 failed save, right? It's not a melee attack. A melee attack is an automatic crit. But, yeah, melee attack if they're unconscious is an automatic crit, but yeah, he's not still concentrating, so that's fine. Remove that. The Zorn takes 14. Right, that is it. That whole area is now on fire too, by the way. That way and the area to the south. So staying in it, it's not like ablaze yet. You can walk through it right now, but if you're in it next turn at the start of the round, will be fire damage just from being in the area. That is it for the Myrmidon, so he's technically going to move away a little bit too. He's going to move back here behind that. And that brings us to the Zorn, who is going to make an intelligence check to see if he wants to try to swallow this orb. Oh, he's smarter than I thought.
He's just gonna gently take the orb out of his mouth and throw it over the cliff.
Well, he got a 15, which is smart enough to decide that this is not something he can eat. Is going to, kind of spit it, essentially, using, what would be the equivalent, I guess, of throat muscles to eject the orb, which will... Can I click her with him there? No, I meant to move him. All right. Spits her out. We'll roll a d4 for what direction. All right, so that would be south. Past Norak to there.
Closer to the cliff's edge.
Yeah. I mean, it was northeast, southwest, and 3 was south, so... there we go. And the Zorn now gets its regular turn. Sees Arteme not moving, which could be food, but sees a threat, obviously, right next to him. Is going to attack and bite Norak.
Yeah, you can't eat when there's a threat next to you. It's just too hard.
Well, I mean, him eating... Think of it like a predator. It's not going to stop to eat if there's something else next to it.
I tried to eat Chipotle sitting next to a couple cops once. Too uncomfortable. Had to leave.
The cops are obviously a threat. 15 will not hit G. All right, there's the bite. Oh, hold on, I hit the wrong button. Attack. Right, 23 will hit.
Yeah.
Which means, Ben, here's the damage from the bite, so 13 damage from that. And now, I mean, you have obviously much higher odds than Arteme did with your strength, but it is a DC 18 strength save, or it's going to swallow you. Or at least attempt.
So it can't swallow the orb, but it could swallow Norok that's a lot bigger?
Yeah.
That
Norok
doesn't
is-
make any
It
sense.
didn't want to try to swallow the orb.
Well, it's spit the orb out, realizing that it couldn't consume it. It's not flesh. It's not food. You know, people are fish or friends, not food, whatever. But the orb is not something it could actually consume. Norok is made of
It would
flesh.
be like if you try to put a rubber ball the size of a hamburger in your mouth, or a hamburger.
hamburger. There you go. Yeah.
in your
Yeah.
mouth. And like the things like, well, this isn't working.
Was that a check or a saving throw, G?
Save G. If you just click the button in the chat there, it'll roll it for you. Yeah, you have advantage too. Yeah, that'll do. All right. The creature leans forward on its three awkward legs and snaps at you, trying to swallow you. Does obviously make a significant gash down your arm of piercing damage. So that 13 was obviously halved for you. But the swallow did not succeed, so you're able to free yourself. It is then going to move out of the fire, or at least attempt to do so. So you're going to have an opportunity attack. Arteme would too, but she's unconscious. Just rub it in, Fox. You guys are fucking 15.
I'm gonna yell out to stay away from the big creatures. Just all I'm gonna yell out.
Okay. That's free action, that's fine. 13 will not hit, Holmes. Alright, that brings us to Pogo.
All right, now that I'm getting a hang of this, I think I could basically go straight the way this ship is going and crash it into where the dwarf and the rock creature are. Just fucking rail it into the ground right into them if I can.
Roll a... It's going to be probably just flat intelligence, because I don't think there's any skill proficiency that would help you here, since you don't have vehicle proficiency, so...
I've been on a boat. Yeah!
Yes, all right.
Oh,
We'll call it, just bardic and halfling luck mixed. You do feel pretty confident that you have control enough of the ship that you kind of turn the wheel slightly and it goes where you want it to. You turn it the other way, it goes where you want it to. You feel like you have at least some basic control over this mechanism.
Yep, I'm aiming it basically at the big rock creature and the dwarf. I'm just going to crash into that
In
shit.
the gas pedal? Okay.
Get him going down.
All right. I don't have you attached to the boat, so I'll be moving the ship first, and then
that's fine.
I'll move you after.
And then as it goes to hit the ground, I am just going to try to jump off I'm gonna actually jump off a little soon. And right over this elf, if I can see him.
The one that's behind the pillar there?
Yeah,
like
the
over
elf
here?
is behind the pillar.
Okay.
And then as the ship is crashing into the other creatures, I'm going to... You know what? I'm just going to bring down my elven short sword best I can against this fucking elf in the corner.
Okay, diving through the air and bringing it down on him as you're falling?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, literally is fucking kamikazing this thing into the ground as you dive
Can I
off.
just say
Also,
this is
also
probably,
because I absolutely will need to do this, let me go ahead and do a ability check on my
Yeah,
dexterity.
you need an acrobatics, yeah.
Yeah.
20, yeah, if that'll do. What were you saying, Sarko?
I was saying this is the best 9/11 episode of Embers ever.
Crashing the ship into the tower of, a big rock monster, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, shit. Is slow is still up, huh?
yep.
Okay.
So he's got a -2 to his AC or whatever.
Well, yeah, but he also doesn't have a reaction, and that's kind of the important part right now. So, the dwarf and the Zorn doesn't really, matter that much, but the dwarf cannot extricate himself from the situation when he's got a ship crashing on him. So, for 7 damage, that elf had exactly 7 left, literally.
So I fucking come down with the short sword, jumping off of the ship as it's crashing, the front crashing down, and I'm just stabbing him through the spine, hiding behind this fucking thing.
All right, he collapses forward, kind of falling off of the tip of the blade as you carefully 3-point landing without taking any damage with a natural 20.
I do that
Diving off of a 30-foot ship. ship.
Sword whip afterwards to get the blood off of it.
All right, you fling it in both directions, sending a spray of blood down. This, I don't have a good animation for what a ship crash looks like. That was a very creative use. I didn't have anything prepared for you guys crashing the fucking airship. But damage-wise, that's got to be pretty catastrophic, of course, especially because that is all going to be force damage. It's going to, well, you know what? Technically, I guess it's bludgeoning. It's not magical force, so the Zorn wouldn't take double damage from it. It's not vulnerable. But the dwarf has no chance of surviving. Not with the amount of hit points he has left. The Myrmidon,
if he crashes it with a religious intent, might be some holy.
if he says a prayer first on the way, Allahu Akbar. But all right, so he is going to. You know what? I'm gonna say that he can't really, like get out of the way in time. He wasn't really prepared. It's not a creature that is expecting an airship to crash on him. He's not that smart. So I'm gonna say he doesn't really have like a dex save or anything like that. It's just gonna be a matter of maybe intelligence check probably to try to move out of the way in time to at least avoid partial damage. Oh, that was supposed to be a check, not a save, but it's the same modifier, I guess, so it doesn't matter. No, definitely not. All right, so ship crashing into him. Probably, we'll call it 10d12, I think. That sounds pretty fair, I think. 20s would be too swingy. This is kind of a minimum floor. 47, it's still on the low side, but we'll call it...
I do love that the airship fucking has, airship damage, 47.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's a token. It's an actor as far as Foundry is concerned. All right, the ship though is destroyed. The ship crashes into this rock monster and is there's just split planks everywhere. There's splinters and the wooden hull is what I'm looking for. Splinters in places.
Scream out from behind this pillar. Stop the fighting, and we'll let you live. Dismiss your minions and stop the fighting, and we'll let you live.
All right. You shout that out. He is rushing towards the cliff behind Norok. Although you can probably just barely see that with Norok and the area on fire. This field of battle, though, now has a crashed airship and a giant blaze. This is Foundry. Our options are a little bit limited on graphical representation, but that is quite the chaos you guys have managed in this. All right, so Pogo, you are safe as far as you're concerned. You're not in the fire or anything like that on the other side of the cliff there. The fire is beginning to pick up pretty dramatically, though. Arteme is laying unconscious in the middle of it and is about to burn from that, which is going to be 2 out of 3 death saves. So just so everybody's aware of the situation here. The dwarf is dead.
Do we have anything to stabilize that? Does anybody have any stabilizing?
I mean, I do, but
maybe
take me a minute.
I mean, I could try. It all depends on if I could actually hit a creature with a spell. If I can.
Let's see. I have action. I did action. I use movement for the ship. Technically, I can use my bonus action to get to her, but I can't do anything besides that. So, wait a second. Give me a second here. Okay. I still have my bonus action. Yeah. I'll peek around the pillar. Okay. And I can actually cast Healing Word because I don't have to be closer. So yeah.
Healing Word is range. Yeah. Okay. All right, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, we're actually good.
I'm going to tell you that had you
9 hit points back.
Yeah, had you guys not done that, very good odds that Arteme would have died. Died. So because I mean, basically she's going to immediately take damage from the burn, and then her turn was coming up here in a second, and she had low odds basically with Fox's typical rolls. But either way, even if she'd gotten 1 save, it wouldn't bring her back up. She would very likely burn again, or something else could damage her. So Arteme, you snap to consciousness in excruciating pain, still on fire, still surrounded by fire. You see, but still crashing. It's not like the crash isn't like an instantaneous thing. The ship is still like just springing splinters and chunks of wood in all directions as it's collapsing into the ground there. Quite the thing to wake up to at the very least, especially being on fire still. But you are conscious with 9 hit points. It is Nazim's turn.
Okay.
All right.
You're coming up here in a minute, though, Fox.
All right. There's no labels on these monsters. The question mark smoke wind monster there.
The Tempest. Yeah.
Tempest.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to move slightly out of the way, out of the fire. closer to her. And do you guys want me to keep attacking the rock monster or the tempest?
The rock monster would be hard to target right now. He is underneath most of the ship. He is still there's still movement beneath it, but he's low.
I'll start chipping down the tempest then. Yeah. All right. Chip down the tempest then. We're going to do Eldritch Blast full on him.
Okay.
All three. Let me target him. There we go. All right.
14. Let's see. I don't remember what his is. 18 also. Yeah, still pretty high. Since he's corporeal, 26 will hit.
Okay.
And that will also hit. So you got 2 of them.
All right. 2 normals.
And he's already near bloodied anyways. Like, he already took a good chunk of damage from the fireballs as well. Alright, so 17 more. Alright, he is past bloodied now.
And I will say my reaction in the event that he uses a ranged attack on me.
Okay. Alright. That was movement. Do you have any bonus actions? Sarah, you're up next.
Nope, no bonus action, sorry.
Alright, no problem. Alright, Sarah's turn.
Okay. These are elementals. They're not considered constructs.
No, they're
Or
definitely
are they?
elementals. No, definitely elementals, yeah.
Then fuck it, we're just gonna hit him with a blight.
Okay.
Oh shit.
Which one?
I have the right one target. There we go.
The rock, the Myrmidon? Or the Zorn, rather?
Whatever the windy dude is up
The
here.
rock? Which?
The storm guy.
Storm guy, okay.
Oh,
You still have the rock guy targeted as well.
Oh.
If you want to untarget him. Alright, Storm.
Do I just hit T again? To
Yeah,
untarget
you just
him?
hit T, exactly, yeah. There's just toggles that are on or off. Alright, he got an 18, so he succeeds. So half damage?
Still takes half.
Alright, that is 11. Alright, so the waves of kind of diseased leaves just kind of settle through the storm and they get picked up and swirled amongst the kind of whirlwind that is the creature itself. He is in bad shape at this point.
And I do see Arteme is up, right?
She hasn't stood up yet, but she's kind of lean. She's started to
She's
bring herself up.
She's
She's
like
conscious.
coughing some like dirt out of her fucking mouth right now. Couple stones.
Probably at least still some amount of Zorn saliva and digestive fluids.
Right, then I'm just gonna stay where I'm at then.
She's looking, the scientific term, raggedy.
All right, that's it then. No bonus actions or anything.
No, I don't want to waste a spell slot.
All right, Arteme, it is your turn.
Well, none of my bonus actions are beneficial at this moment.
All right.
Alright, I'm going to.
Well, hang on before you do, Fox. It isn't a whole lot. It's a D6 of fire damage because it hasn't brought up too much. It's 2 damage from the fire.
Okay.
Oh, Nazim, that would have been you too, actually. Sorry. So for you,
Okay, so
as well.
you just
what
fire
is
damage.
close to me right now?
3 damage to you, Nazim. What do you mean as far as enemies?
Well, I can't see myself in the fire right now, so I'm not sure what's near me.
So
You're like right in the middle.
You're here. Do you see yourself now? I just moved yourself. I moved you out of it.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to move you back in. Now, do you see yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
So
And the
if
storm-
I move, does that mean Stormy Guy gets an opportunity attack?
No, he is 1 hex away. He's 1 square away, so you're actually safe to move away from him.
Okay, good. So I'm gonna move here
Okay.
and like right outside. There we go. I'm going to use whatchamacallit?
Healing Spirit.
Yes, Healing Spirit as a bonus.
Okay. Let me grab that for you.
Hmm. I'm not really sure what else I could do.
We still have your action, right?
Yeah, where's the other, where's the fire thing?
He is off to the northeast. He might be
Off the
not
side of the
visible to
ship.
you. Yeah, there's a pillar
Also,
that's...
he's like full health. I don't think
Yeah,
anyone's
he
gonna
hasn't been
be-
touched. Yeah, he's still full.
The rock monster's pretty low, and the wind guy is probably pretty low.
Yeah, you're at an angle, Arteme. If you probably could see at least part of the Zorn, the rock monster that's underneath the ship. The ship has crashed into him. You're just on the other side of it, so you could probably target him. The salamander is off to the northeast, the flame myrmidon. You'd have trouble getting to him, and the tempest is inside the fire area to the northwest of you.
Yeah, okay. I guess the only thing I can do is my weapons.
Do what?
So I'm gonna use my short bow.
Okay.
And onto the storm guy. Because all my spells are for like the good spell slots are currently
Are gone.
Yeah.
Oh, good. 16 will not hit, though. He has an 18 AC. But if your turn, then that was action and bonus action.
No?
No, his AC is 18.
Oh,
Yeah.
Darn it. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
All
There's
right.
nothing else I can do, sadly.
Okay. Did you get the heal? Did you apply the heal from the healing spirit?
No.
Yeah, she's up, so couldn't apply that heal from first touch from it. Nork, it is your turn, G.
Right.
Oh, sorry, you get a D6 damage from being in the fire too, Holmes.
Yeah. Okay.
That is a 1. Oh, I still had Arteme selected, but it wasn't her doing the damage.
The healing is a 1, unfortunately.
You rolled a 1 as well? Nice.
Yeah, my healing was for the healing spirit was a 1.
Well, hang on, no, it can't be a 1.
Is that your proficiency or whatever, too?
Did you cast it at level 1? Oh, you don't have the 1 save scores for the upcast anymore.
No.
Oh, shit. Yeah, well, that sucks. Arteme is still in bad shape, guys.
Wait. How far away is she?
Grab this ruler here real quick. She is 50 feet away.
So... Okay. I will... Fuck it. I'll use my reactive thing and cast my 5th level spell slot to upcast her healing spirit.
Oh shit! Okay, all right. Well, that's healing spirit, so that would be the perpetual effect, not just the one heal from it. So how much is it upcasting? What level is it upcasting?
Okay, so what level is healing spirit?
Box
Find it. It's a level 2
just a-
spell.
level 2.
So if I do 5th
That does hit you.
level, it'll bump it up to... And where's the thing down here?
Go ahead and roll the damage, Holmes.
Example, notice from the fire.
Not a great hit, G.
Did that add the great weapon
So-
master damage?
It did not. No, so that'll be 17.
Five.
Well, he's in bad shape already, so like a couple more good hits would be enough to finish him off.
It would be at 7th level.
7?
That's the full thing.
Yeah, that's the full thing.
Oh, okay. All right. So 7th level heal. Fox, is that... Well, go ahead and just click on the healing spirit itself would be the level 7 version of it.
I healing spirit.
Yeah. All right. That's better. Well, it's not the crit. It's the...
23 heal.
Yeah, 23. Okay. Benny, you swinging again?
Yep, second one coming up.
17 will not hit.
Okay.
Now, that healing spirit is upcasted the spirit, not just that one individual heal. So if anybody touches it, you'll get the level 7 version of the healing spirit heal.
Nice, okay.
What did you take 1 damage from, Fox?
I just removed the 1 heal and replaced it with the 23
Gotcha.
heal.
Okay. Yeah, you can ignore that concentration check then. It prompted for a concentration check because it thought you took damage, but you didn't.
Oh,
So.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
no.
Ben, that second didn't hit. Are you doing a third?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or wait, no, I don't have Thread in Frenzy.
No bonus action?
It's only if I Frenzy, right? Bonus action.
Bonus action is only if you frenzy. If you don't have any other bonus actions you want to spend,
Nope, I'm already.
or the bonus action attack. I mean, okay.
Nope, that's it.
All right. All right, that'll bring us to the Myrmidon itself, or the Storm Tempest. Here it is going to. You know what? These are not. They're what's the word I'm looking for? Like vengeful, I guess, and and chaotic and angry when they're summoned here. This is not a comfortable plane for them to exist in. He is immediately going to cranky. There you go. He is going to spin in the direction of Artemis and this giant red glowing orb, and is immediately going to use his bonus action, which is going to do a gust on on the orb and Artemis. The Sealing Spirit is not affected by it, but Artemis, you need to make a DC 11 Strength save. The orb can't succeed; it's just a floating orb. Is immediately going to get flung off. It is what is it? 15 feet away from you, direction following the line. The orb is for sure 15 feet would be here. Tumbling off the side of the Artemis not succeeding on this save is also going to go 15 feet. Artemis, for you, that is here, just off the edge, along with the orb. Both you and this Artificer go flinging off the side, blasted away by this Myrmidon. The Myrmidon is still going to continue its attack on everyone else there, but... oh, well, shit, the fire's still there. I clicked on the wrong one.
Would the wind blow a lot of the fire out?
No, I mean no. Well, I mean, I guess it depends on the velocity of the wind, but no, increased oxygen makes fire worse, not better.
Yeah, but it's enough to blow a human being 15 feet.
Yeah,
I imagine it like one of those, like an absolute. Like, no, you know what?
that's fair. I would say maybe the path there, but not permanently. Just like that path is kind of burned out for the moment, and then the fire will overtake it again soon. Either way, I actually accidentally deleted the fire anyways. As long as you aren't walking through the area, it won't matter if you don't start your turn there. Artemis, make a dex save, please. The orb obviously can't. The orb is going to ping pong down the side. Which is also going to fuck up what she was trying to do. She was trying to draw the inside of the orb there, and with that spinning around, that's going to be a problem.
Good.
All right, a 13. You flinging off the side of there, off the side of the cliff there. You instinctually reach out and grab onto what roots and kind of old detritus are hanging out of the side of the kind of dirty rock and muddy wall. As you hang on to it, just holding on by one arm off the ledge. I mean, you have some hit points, but if you fall, you're going to lose those fast.
Where did the broom go?
Norak still has it. Norak has it.
You let it go to either.
Yeah, I hopped off of it, so I don't know who it went towards. So.
Well, you hopped off of it, but it doesn't automatically. Like I assumed you were holding on to it. It doesn't just float there. You didn't say you were sending it or giving it to anybody else, so that just means you still have it. Is what's happening, at least for now. Obviously,
he said he was gonna let it go so it could go to either Sarah.
Yeah, I didn't tell it to go anywhere though. So
if you didn't say anything, I'm gonna if you actually said it and I just didn't hear it, that's fine, G. But otherwise, if you didn't say anything,
you asked if I was gonna get off of it, and I said yeah, I did get off of it, and then I said and just wait and then see if it goes towards whoever. But I didn't tell it to go towards anybody, so it could just be sitting right where I left it.
That's a good gift, Sako.
Okay, so I'm gonna call the groom.
I mean, it isn't. I mean, especially in the chaos, trying to call out like that.
But it's.
Yeah. All right. Tell you what, make an animal handling check. We'll call it that because it is kind of it is semi-intelligent bestial. So, and you're 55 feet. I'd say the ship crashing is starting to calm down. All right, with a natural 20. Okay. You don't know whether it heard you or not, but you at least made the attempt. At least as best as you possibly can. You called out to it in a sympathetic voice to hopefully attract its attention. All right, the Myrmidon, or the Tempest rather, is then going to use its action to do. Well, he doesn't really have much other choice. He's going to hit the same. Well, this is everybody except for Artemis. Artemis was hit by it last time. Of these three, with Chain Lightning again. There's a DC 11 for you three. For Norak, Nazim, and Sarah.
Jesus.
Oh shit, he rolled 50 this time. What reaction? What specifically?
Oh, sorry, the cloak. plus.
Yeah, you see the cantrip?
AC.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is a save. It's not an AC, so it wouldn't help in this case. Yeah.
You're right. My bad. Sorry.
Oh, good.
It's
I
11,
think you.
right?
It's an 11 to beat. Yeah. So 13 is success. Norak, do you have yours coming? All right, 16 is success, and 15. All right, so all three of you succeeded, so it's 25 damage to each of you. DC, it's only DC 12 that Becky has to beat for slow.
Oh, god damn it. Oh, wait, is there even anybody up that still has slow?
Well, her. It's oh no, sorry, the artificer failed. Yeah, no, they're all dead. Yeah, everybody's dead. So.
Oh, great. So I'll just remove concentration.
All right. So 25 damage. Everybody apply that.
Yeah.
For Nazib, Sarah, and Norak.
I am
all right.
pretty much close to death now.
You guys are
I'm glad I
both
made
you
my
and Sarah.
save.
Norak's at 50% almost. He never gets that low these days when he's got fucking a bajillion hit points. All right, that is it for the Myrmidon. Actually, no, he is gonna move. You know what? He's gonna fly. Let's see. It's only. How is it only 30 feet? He's gonna fly, but it's 30 feet. Wrong button. Come on. Here we go. To here. He's on the other side of the rocks there, just over the edge. And that is it for his turn. The Artificer she's not going to take full falling damage, but she's like falling inside of an elevator type of thing. She probably would be the whole way down.
Version of a concussion?
I mean, yeah, it's going to be plinking against the rocks and the sides and smacking against the inside of the orb the whole time. What'd you?
I was just going to ask, does she take physical damage inside of there?
Yeah, it's
tossed around.
Yeah, exactly. It's from hitting the inside of the orb. It's not coming from
the outside. Okay.
Correct. Yeah, it's just because she's banging her head on the inside of the orb and everything. Yeah. All right. That applied to. Ooh, shit. Well, I did not think about that. She took damage on the inside of the orb, which means she has to make a concentration check to keep the orb up. So...
Oh, no.
She's not done falling yet.
Oh, shit. Okay. All right. She succeeded. Yeah.
Okay.
But wouldn't she keep having to make it every time she gets hit?
Anytime she takes damage, yeah. Which, I mean, it's hard to do damage to her inside the orb like that. It was just because she was falling so violently.
Yeah.
But yeah, she's not all the way down yet. She's only probably like the second or third floor at this point. And you guys are up above the sixth, so it'll be the next round before she's all the way down. All right, that brings us to the Flame Myrmidon. He's actually far enough away and has not been attacked. He's probably going to GTFO. He already kind of attacked you guys, and again, these guys don't have any goal in this fight. I guess they're just angry, and he hasn't been hit, so he's gonna leave. Yeah. So as long as nobody's stopping him, he will be making his way out.
I like the idea of him. He's just going to be wandering the island now.
Well, they can't survive. Like he'll bamf. He'll disappear after a while and be back to the plane of fire. But in the meantime, he's just getting away. The rock is still taking damage from the crash. Where was that? 12s. We'll call that 4.
Oh, just think of all that good loot on that ship from all the bodies.
The Zorn is dead from the impact of the crash, from being smashed there, so he's gone. Bringing us to Pogo.
I mean, if they're all just getting the fuck out.
You did see Arteme. Well, did you step away for a minute, Justin?
No. Arteme is like half off the cliff.
Yeah, she's hanging off the edge of the cliff, and the artificers.
I will use my bonus action to dash. Let's see, how far away is this cliff? Oh, perfect. I'm going to use my bonus action to get 30 feet using my bracers.
Okay.
I'm going to use my normal action as I run through the healing spirit, if you want to click whatever that's going to be. And then I'll actually also use my, because I'll be actually about 10 feet short, I'll use my action to dash to get to the full edge of the cliff and go try to grab her, reach down and grab her. Now, I don't know if I can reach. I've got very small arms.
You do. It would be the help action either way. So,
yeah.
So you won't have that if you dash.
I don't have a cool spell.
Okay. Well, you're still there. I will say that on her turn, we maybe she can have advantage by trying to reach back up if she wants.
Where's your ship, boy?
Mix it.
Oh, it's good. Oh my god. Oh, it's because something in the way? Oh, it
This
is.
is a really fucked up session. Fucking start a forest fire, crash in an airship.
What do I get to roll for the healing? Like 4d6s, or what was it? 5d6s?
Fox, go ahead and roll the level 7 for your healing spirit.
Yeah, let me just.
I don't remember what it was total, so... Well, you can click the spirit and then click it as a spell off the spirit for L7. It's under features, and then heal L7. It is 66 is the total, so...
Perfect.
23, Justin.
All right, 100%.
Everybody else is fucking, like, got an eyeball falling out, hanging on their cheek. You know, like an arm is dislocated and just hanging at their side, and you're like, I'm full. I'm fine. After crashing a fucking airship, too. Not even, like you didn't do anything. Alright, so you're there. That was action, bonus action, and movement, obviously, to get there. That if your turn?
That is it. I have nothing else I can do. So I'm just... All my things were to movement.
Sure. Alright, Nazim, your turn. You do see the storm elemental is on the other side of the rock from you. He is trying to extricate himself, like flying over the side. He's still technically visible to you, but that is it as far as hostiles.
Yeah, and it looks like he is also GTFO. As long as we leave him alone, he's gonna.
That's what it looks like. Yeah, he's definitely flying to the south and like away from you guys.
All right, let me see
He's
if
in
I
bad
can
shape too,
assist.
though. So
Let me see if I can assist Pogo then.
Yep.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Shoot, not far enough. I will use my action, I guess, to sprint, I guess.
okay, for dash,
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
you'd have one more.
One
Technically.
more.
Yep,
So
there you
I'm
go.
right next to her. So I guess my next turn I will assist with what Pogo's doing.
Okay, no bonus actions.
Not at this time.
All right, that brings us to Sarah. You guys both ran through the fire, but you didn't stay in it, so you didn't start your turns there. So no fire issue to worry about. Sarah's turn.
I am God, I can't believe it. Alright. I am going to use the only spell slot I have left that I can use this for, so I'm going to cast Polymorph on myself at 8th level
Okay.
into a giant eagle. I'm going to fly over with a fly speed of 80, try
Okay.
to grab the ball in my talon and just kind of like be under Arteme so she can land on top of me.
All right.
Grab the ball? Love it.
Well, I'm trying.
Here, let me.
So we have both. I mean, they're right next to each other, so I'm hoping I can just kind of
Yeah, but I think the
scoop
ball's
and then
falling. I think the ball's not on the edge. I think it's down. If I remember.
It's
Am I wrong?
way down. Yeah, it's not. It's not even close
it's
up
like
here.
heading down the entire cliffside.
Yeah, it's like 50 to 60 feet down, straight down.
enough fly speed to get there.
80 feet total fly
I
speed.
still think you can keep going for the ball. There's two of us now to get Arteme. I think we'll be all right.
If she fails her save, though, she's plummeting.
Yeah,
She's
but then
about to have her
the
save in
eagle
a
will be
second.
down there.
Yeah, I'll be below her, so hopefully I can swoop it.
Just
All
land on the
We'll do
eagle
that.
and just try to avoid the pit with all the leeches.
All right. Okay. Then Sarah, you have 80 feet. So go ahead and hang on. Can I give you?
Total if it's 80 feet flying. You can
How do I
dash.
do? I could have sworn it was just drop. Oh, hang on. I got to drop it on your character sheet. That's how I do it. I couldn't remember how to do polymorph. Give me 1 second, and then I'll do that, and then you'll be able to control your bird here. Don't I just drop it on this sheet? Yes. And then polymorph. All right. There you go, Becky.
Alright.
Now you are a bird.
You're a bird.
That's it? Okay, no, that's too much.
It's 80 feet total for fly
It's
speed.
so hard to see because this eagle square is so big.
How is that harder to see?
Is it 80 fly or is it 40 fly? Because if
It's 80 fly.
So you have 160 with dash.
Yeah, so I'll just... No. It collides with a wall.
Oh, well,
I
okay.
tried to drag myself over, but...
Yeah, go ahead and there you go. Move yourself around. Yeah, we'll call that. Hang
So
on.
I'll just-
That to get there is 30 feet to get there. 35 feet.
So I'll just dive bump straight
Okay.
down.
All right, so you can get 50 feet down. You diving down. Hawk.
Talons out. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you that you realize as you're diving that ball is too big for you to be able to, like, grab
Even
it in your talons. Oh yeah.
Both talons as a giant eagle?
Yeah, a giant. It's still a bird. It's not like the talons aren't big enough to like. Okay, imagine trying to palm a basketball, right? Except this ball is 7 feet tall or 7 feet in diameter. Like the bird's talons aren't 7 feet, and they can't palm a 7-foot basketball. You understand what I'm saying? Of course not. Like, it's not a rock. It's not. I mean, it's a giant eagle, yes, but it's still only like 15 feet wingspan. The claws aren't big enough for grasping onto a ball like that. You see that, right?
Yeah, I see it.
I'm sorry. I mean, it's not. I mean, a rock is the word that this. That's a mystical giant bird. But anyways, yeah, it's not that big. You can see it on the map, even. I mean, that's what a giant eagle looks like.
I'm imagining giant eagle and imagining like so much bigger than that.
Well, I mean, it is a giant eagle, but it does. It's like a giant ant. Still isn't huge. It's still just big for an ant.
Right.
You guys have done this before. I mean, you guys have tried to fly Norok on a giant eagle's back. That doesn't work.
It's got bird bones. Hollow bird bones.
But I'm going to tell you though that you are flying. I mean, you can still intercede. You can still interact with the ball and stop it potentially. You just wouldn't be able to palm it in the eagle's talons.
Ooh, I have an idea. Okay, can I take my talon and whack it up against the wall to try to get her to make another save?
Well, she's still below you. You're not caught up with her yet. I'm just saying that, when you do.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Then yeah,
Right.
when I do catch up to her, I want to try to like ram her into the wall so she hits her head again.
Okay. So because everybody else, well, you know what? Actually, you guys would potentially be able to see what's going on there. But I'm gonna. How can I move you guys there? Oh shit! Fuck! I'm already a little bit late. Sorry. Wasn't paying attention here. All right. So we need to call it here. What is everybody next week on the 16th? 16th good for everybody?
Maybe for me. I think I'm actually supposed to be out of town again tomorrow, Friday, and Saturday. I'm good on Sunday.
Tomorrow. Oh, you mean next Friday, Saturday?
Next Saturday, Sunday. I think I'm out of town Saturday, but I can do Sunday. But I know.
So you guys doing Baldur's Gate next Sunday? Not tomorrow, but next Sunday.
Yeah, Monk and I are doing it because he started uni, so it's gonna be a bit of like that's the day that he's gonna try and not do any homework unless he's really on a deadline.
Okay.
So,
I'm glad to see priorities in order.
Yeah, that is the appropriate priority, sure. Yeah.
yeah, he has to do his uni stuff during the week, and then we're gonna do some Baldur's Gate for him to relax at the end of the week.
Okay. All right. So let's aim for then next Saturday. If Justin's not in town or whatever, if Justin's in town, otherwise we'll do Gloomhaven next week.
Okay.
All right, guys. Night, everybody.
Bye.
Sorry for the rush.
Later.
All right. Bye.
Good night.
Bye, guys.